What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna test some rackets. Got the new Ultra. Looks kind of sweet, a lot better than the other one for sure. This is the 100 version 4. We'll put the specs up on the screen. We're gonna test this one out against the Technifibre TFight Iso 305. I have never tried a Technifibre racket, so I'm looking forward to this one. I heard good things about it, and we are comparing this to an OG racket that I brought from my old stash. Check this out, guys. The original, well, not the complete original, but one of the first versions of the Pure Drive, 300 grams extended. Thought it would be fun to try that. I have not played with that for almost 20 years. So looking forward to trying these three. Real quick in regards to strings, so you guys know that the Ultra is strong at 48 pounds with Element Black. They just came out with a black version of the Luxilon Element, very nice. We got the Savage Black here, 48 pounds as well. And in my old Babolat, there's Pro Hurricane in here, full bet. I mean, doesn't get better than this. And the tension on here, I have no idea. It's been in there for like 15-20 years, so it's just be interesting. And now I just need a partner. Let's see if I can find a hitting partner. We got one there, we got one there, and that one. Okay, so the first racket I'm gonna try here is the Wilson Ultra, and right away I did not like the way it felt in my hand. So I catch my racket a lot, as you can see, when I'm hitting my forehand. So I'm holding the heart of the racket quite a bit, and that is extremely bulky and very wide frame there. So did not like the feel of it. Now as I'm hitting the ball here, it was a little bit shaky. I felt like maybe if I'm going to play with this one, then I would have to get a lower tension on it to get a little bit more comfort through it, because the frame was bulky, didn't feel good. A little bit like the Clash actually, which is also another racket that I do not like. And what about volleys? Similar thing here at the volleys. It was okay, nothing crazy. You can get a little bit of pop on it if you hit it in the sweet spot, but off center, no good with that big bulky frame. Shakes a lot, and overall would not recommend it. And maybe for intermediate players, but that would be it. I just think there's way better options out there that I've tried for that 300 gram thicker frame, and that would be obviously the Babolat Pure Drive, also the Yonex E-Zone 100, both better options in my mind. And I gotta work on those high balls. Next racket here, we have the TFight Iso 305, and right away felt much better than the Ultra. Thinner frame, felt good in the hand, and also the feel when I was hitting it. I could just get that depth on it without having to add extra. So a little bit heavier, especially head heavy. I liked it a lot on the ground strokes. If I were to play with this, I would probably put a couple of grams, maybe 3 to 5 grams in the handle. Now volleys with it, very nice. You have to do very little. If you make contact in the sweet spot, I mean, the ball is just solid. Feels great. And again, if I would play with it, add a little weight in the handle, and it would be pretty much perfect. Also like the 98 square inch a lot versus the 100 square inch. And overall, I just like rackets that are between, let's say, a 310 to 315. So this is very close up there, not bad at all. Last but not least, the original, or for me at least, original Pure Drive, the first Pure Drive I ever played with. And I mean, right away it just felt like home. It feels great holding the racket, and for a racket that's 300 grams, I mean, it is rock solid. They could probably bring this racket back and sell out right away, but feels great. Also like the fact that it is extended, so half an inch longer, just a little bit more ease of power. And smoothness as you're swinging, especially with that two-hander, and me not being a very tall player, and I don't have long limbs or anything, so the extra half an inch definitely favorable. But ground strokes, feeling super with this racket. I could play with this right away, and even though the strings were old, I mean, The racket just felt awesome. So what about volleys? Still great volleys. If you have a nice compact technique at the net, this racket feels great, even though it is a power racket, let's say that, or extended as well. So no problem at all. I don't go crazy at the net. I try to use the power of my opponent. So no worries for me at all. Definitely better than the Ultra. Let's go ahead and rank these 3 rackets. So I did serve with all of them. Now I've had 2 shoulder surgeries and I only serve when absolutely necessary. So I'm just going through the motion here, get a feel for the rackets. But serving wise, I'm gonna go number 1, the Babolat, the extended. It just helps a lot, that extra ½ inch. Then the second favorite was the Technifibre, and no big surprise, my third option was the Ultra. And that's almost how I'm ranking them overall. Ground strokes, I'm probably gonna go with the Technifibre number 1. And the volleys as well, you know, the Babolat, Technifibre, kind of a tie. But overall, Ultra, a clear loser for me. And the boss of the family, she liked the Ultra quite a bit. She liked that it wasn't as heavy. You know, she plays with that range from 290 to 300 grams. So she liked the Ultra more than the Technifibre, which was too heavy for her, a little bit too heavy. Also, she loved the Babolat, even though it was extended. And she is a shorter player. But she liked that it was way more balanced, right? Being a 7 points headlight. So loved the Babolat. She picked the Ultra with the Babolat right after, and then a clear loser for her was the Technifibre. All right, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Please help us by subbing, and we will see you all in the next video. Next video, overhead practice.